Let's go old school.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Our matchup tonight taking place in Milwaukee at the BMO Harris Bradley Center as we watch the Bucks go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they know this is not your throwaway game, a team they defeated in the second round of last year's playoffs. They better be ready. And this evening's matchup, I guess we don't expect a lot of scoring. Got two lockdown defenses here. Kenny, what makes these two teams so difficult to score against?
Oh, aggressive mindset and taking care of the defensive boards.
Well, you also got to have great athletes and a willingness to help each other.
Good. I almost said that. I
know you did. I almost said what you said.
No doubt.
That's going to wrap it up from here. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later on.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
I gotta switch my shoes. Ugh. Yeah, they really do not like Isaiah. Point guard 6'5".
from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Still out of the lineup is Kevin Love. They want him healthy. He's not ready yet.
Kevin, he went down a few weeks back, and the good news is they're expecting him back shortly.
So Cleveland will get the first
Want him
possession.
100%.
This far into the schedule, we have several teams looking to turn things around and save their season. Clark, when you think about that, what's the best mindset those teams can have?
You know, I think it's a combination mindset, Kevin. One is to keep your eye on the big picture. What can we become? Who are we? What are our habits? Are we doing the things we need to do to give ourselves the best chance? And then the attention to detail. I think those two things have to be lockstep. The big picture in mind, and then attention to detail.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Wells is out there with Thomas, and his garbage man in at the center position. And he makes the first. And Greg, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he has shown that he can be a go-to scorer in this league.
Parker reminds me a bit of how Carmelo Anthony looked at the same age. His ability to just blow by defenders is going to always be something he can lean on. Just fantastic with how efficient he is at this age.
I'll tell you what, he is a deceptive athlete. When you look at Jabari Parker, he does a lot of things easily from an athletic standpoint. He's stronger than he looks, has much bounce and agility. Man, I love this guy's upside. Just hope he can stay healthy.
And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim.
There's the pick. The dish to Middleton. Right side out of the Kumbo. 5 to shoot. And the double up out of the Kumbo. 14 feet away. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And for Parker, it seems that everything he does on the floor is slightly deceptive. Moves smoothly, Clark, but covers a ton of ground with his steps.
Yeah, despite his size, he's got a gracefulness that belies his size. He's smooth and effortless in all that he does. A lot of players matched up on him just get overwhelmed by his explosiveness. And his skill set is right on par with his athleticism. That's a dangerous combo.
And it's good for 2.
Excellent control from Parker that time. So good at taking the contact and then adjusting his shot in the process.
There's the pick. LeBron kicks to Crowder. Garbage man, the pass to LeBron. The layup off top.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
Screen by Monroe. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And there's the...
That almost came out.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Shots good from Garbage Man.
Come on, Isaiah.
He has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you. Do you think that's the right approach, guys?
I don't think it's ever wrong to focus on defense first. It sets a tone that can last for an entire game.
Yeah, that's the most surefire approach to use, guys. I mean, because they don't want to get into a shootout today. I mean, if this becomes a defensive battle, they really enjoy that.
You know what? what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Here's Brogdon. Finishes the break with a slam.
And if you're not defending or unmarked, Monroe will find you. Terrific vision from the big man.
Thomas against Brogdon. Shoots from 12. James, no good.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
In the corner, it's Brogdon. He set the screen. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Here's Monroe. Got a piece of it. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Parker. Pass to Thomas. Outer dishes to Thomas. Crowder is screen on Parker. In the corner, it's James, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for LeBron James. He's been dominant over the last month. He's right around 17 points a night, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes natural.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, so he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable. Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing the shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo looking for his first basket still in this one. And it's out of bounds for Bucks, able to retain possession here. Six. Here's Parker, and he gets that one to go off the front line. Parker's got 6 points.
Even with the
guys, I can't do it by myself.
Parker's good at keeping his focus. Doesn't lose sight of what he's trying to get done down there. Nice touch, and that touch really is something you can't teach.
Offensive rebound. Here's Garbage Man, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here. Hey, Clark, as a Midwest guy, you grew up watching your teams go up against the Bucks, and even as a player, you faced off against them more than your fair share. When you think about the history of the Milwaukee Bucks, who leaves an imprint on your mind for how they helped that franchise?
Well, guys that I actually played against, Sid Moncrief would be at the top of the list because he was so integral to the Bucks' success. Really good at both ends of the floor, a leader. I didn't have to guard him, but I played against those really good Bucks teams in the early, mid-'80s, and he was a big part of that.
Here's James after the made shot from Greg Monroe. And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That's his first foul. Milwaukee making a switch here. Makers checked in. On defense, Milwaukee. They set the pick. Here's Wells. Good, and the assist goes to James. Wells has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Hey, Wells is simply an offensive machine, and he's really confident shooting off the catch.
Ah, shit.
Shoots from the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Knocked away. Shot clock at 6. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I call it the little man syndrome. He's driven to prove himself. I mean, he's overcome the odds. In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season. And he's not just playing, he's playing at the highest level.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Henson's checked in for Parker, and Tony Snell subbed in for Chris Middleton.
Snell, that's good. Being aware of their excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Smith outside. Thomas a screen. The pass to Zizic. Outside Thomas. He kicks it to Smith. To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Here's Maker following the score by Cleveland. Antetokounmpo up top. Snell from outside. And John Henson.
Oh, you bitch.
And, you know, Henson's height and length and reach makes him a force on the glass. He does a nice job chasing down those rebounds.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Rose against Brogdon. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one off the back iron and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Snell, the pass to Henson. Back to Snell. Henson dishes to Maker. Antetokounmpo against Thomas. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got his first points in this one.
And Antetokounmpo really, building on his shooting. That's impressive to see. No way the defense catches up to him when he's rising up right after he gets the pass. No way.
Nice.
The Cavaliers will take it. And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint and three-point shot attempts so far for Milwaukee.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner three tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Garbage man, the pass to Thomas. And the three ball is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now, here is Smith. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
Man. I mean, wide open, dude.
They won their last contest, that game against the Nuggets.
And once they established that flow offensively, they really never got any resistance from the deep.
And Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
What the fucking hell? Getting horrible jump animations.
They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Greg, they're getting outworked on the glass, and those second chance buckets have devastated their defense.
Now here's Thomas. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
And Zizic with the rebound.
And they've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, not trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
And, the defense gets their money's worth from that.
Come on.
The layup and not giving up the and one.
Williams, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And he sinks the second.
Boy, you take a look at Jason Kidd, and he's clearly one of those players that just has a mind for the game. Throughout his career, you saw how well he saw the court, felt the game, and how he created scoring chances for his teammates, and was also very heady at the defensive end. One of the very cerebral Hall of Fame players we've had in the history of the league.
41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Zizic. Back to Rose. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Garbage Man. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Garbage Man's got 15.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
On the wing, Williams. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Snell. There's the three. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Boy, the long body of John Henson allows him to do a good job setting screens for his teammate.
Tie game.
Man, cannot put these guys away.
On the other side of this break. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous.
I'm putting all the pressure on me to.
That there is straight talk. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Monroe's checked in for John Henson. Jabari Parker comes in for Maker. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Williams. And Middleton subbed in for Brogdon. Parker is the 4 with Monroe in the middle. Chris Middleton is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Snell at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Garbage Man in the last game against the Nuggets was tremendous. He finished with 45 points and came out of nowhere defensively, blocking shot after shot in an incredible effort. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that high, it takes a while to pull down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Here's Parker. And that's collected by Garbage Man. Garbage Man's got 7 rebounds in the game. James outside. Wells in the corner. Over onto Kumbo, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
And even when you get a hand up, Wells still drains it. I mean, excellent concentration. He's not a guy you can easily shake.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. Got a piece of it. They recover it. And that one's good. Parker.
4 blocks? I didn't know I had 4 blocks.
By 3. Thomas kicks to Crowder. Back to Thomas. Leaps for it. Crowder against Middleton. There's a screen. Crowder, the pass to Garbage Man. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Snell. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, even though Antetokounmpo is a bigger guy, longer guy, he handles and passes like a point guard. I mean, he's always on the lookout for how he can set up his teammates for good shots. And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
Parker dishes to Antetokounmpo. Screen by Parker. 11 feet away, and it's blocked.
You know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
They set the pick. Here's Thomas. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. Here's Garbage Man.
Ah, come on.
Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Middleton the pass to Parker. The Cavaliers pull it in. Garbage Man's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance.
Don Makers checked in for Milwaukee. On the switch here also for Cleveland, Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Crowder.
Well, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the NBA is at coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich for sure, and Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Fred Auerbach, and Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley, you'd have to consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. Now you can go back a little farther and throw Lenny Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
Outside Thomas floats it up for Kane. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. Screened by Parker. Makes it off the glass. Parker's got 16.
And you know, when Parker finds his comfort zone now, he catches fire rapidly. And the defense really has no answer for him in that case.
Thomas passes to garbage man. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Chris Middleton. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Getting around 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go.
Take
I
it.
like what I'm seeing right now.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Take that. That came off my hand really funny.
Miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that. Made them pay.
Now the feed to Maker.
Ah, shit.
That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here is Garbage Man. Last time, 45 points for him. Offensive rebound. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
Knowles with the steal. And now Wells pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had.
Gonna be missed. I was gonna get back in time.
The
So
second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Middleton against Thomas. They set the pick. And Middleton kicks to Snell. Here's Antetokounmpo. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Cavaliers lead by
man, I
7.
think I'd almost rather play Golden State. This cannot pull away.
Hey, Kevin, fast start. Already have a double-double in the first half. So do you think the defense is going to start to focus on you more in the second?
You know, if they do, then I'll just make sure to keep the ball hopping around. I mean, we have so many great players on this team that if you give one of us too much attention, the other four will just eat you alive. You know, if they want to focus on me the rest of the way, then by all means, you know, I'll invite it. But, you know, I know my teammates have my back.
You got it going. Maybe your teammates can pick you up in the second. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. tremendous game from garbage man.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
And you know what, Greg? He's showing no signs of slowing down. Now, this game has been all him, and he's been a force.
On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Wells is out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's garbage man in at the 5 down low.
You know, Kevin, when you watch Giannis, it's impossible to not see how much he impacts the game. I mean, you can never feel comfortable as an opposing team when Giannis is in action at either end of the floor. Offensively, he's a problem, and defensively, he's a...
Ah, that was horrible. Damn it.
The Cavaliers pull it in.
At least they didn't
Seems
score
like
off
he's
of
in a
it.
hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
And the stats for Giannis are equally impressive with how many categories in the box score he can fill up. What is scary, Clark, is that he's just scratching the surface.
He's such a young guy. You forget about it because his game has a maturity to it, even though you see a rawness to it as well. I mean, this guy has a tremendous upside. I think he's a player that could be one of the most unique players we've ever had in the league.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Comet and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Parker.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Thomas a screen. Back to LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleashed chaos moment. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here's Thomas, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. Well, Clark, you've been in the booth for so long, but I have to ask, have you ever toyed with the idea of coaching or working in some team's front office? I know you did briefly for the Pacers.
Yeah, I did, and I enjoyed it. I was working in player relations, player development with our guys off the court, and loved it. But it just wasn't something I could sustain at this season in my life. Not interested in coaching. I've never really been because my career path went towards broadcasting right after I got done playing, and I paid my dues and grown in this profession. And I would want to do the same thing in coaching, and I just don't have enough time in front of me to do that. So I'm happy to be around the game in this capacity. Coaching never lets up. I get an off season as a broadcaster.
Yes. Crowder with the steal. Ogden against Thomas. While there's a break, let's take a look at this past month's assist leaders among small forwards in the NBA. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo. LeBron James, 2nd.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post.
I have a chance to actually stretch it out to double digits for a change. I think the first time all game.
Is checked in for Jay Crowder. Here's Brogdon. He has 7. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
There's any familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Exactly, dispatched in the conference semis, and so they'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated.
On to Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Count that one. Parker's got 4 this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Russell on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
Henson with the screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in.
Thought I had the angle on him.
Got 10 points in the game. Cleveland leading by 9. Thomas passes to Zizic. Back to Thomas. Screen by Smith. Puts it 5 from 18. And it falls over the rim and in. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Brogdon kicks to Middleton. He feeds it to Henson. Bucket is good. 8 points for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Outside Thomas. Pocket 6. Down low. Garbage man.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Now, here's Brogdon. He has 7. He dishes it to Henson. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Henson. Second shot opportunity. Up again. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Smith for 3. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Brogdon.
Oh, come on!
Malcolm Brogdon was the 36th overall pick in 2016.
That was clean. I was over the top of the ball.
Most rookies over the last decade and when they come into the league, but I tell you what, the Bucks got a real winner here. He's going to be a long-time, valuable player.
Marvin Williams is checked in.
How'd I foul him if my hand was over the top of the ball?
And for Brogdon, his age most likely a factor why he fell to the second round. Still, Clark, you know, the Bucks loved what he was about when they first met him coming out of the University of Virginia.
Yeah, hard not to love what he's about. Intelligent, focused, purposed,
Point guard's gonna have trouble.
Skill. I mean, his age may have worked against him in terms of where he was drafted, but it got him into a great spot for his long NBA career because he's going to have one.
Bucks trail by 9. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. Off the pick. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Garbage man, the pass to Smith. On deep. They get the rebound.
Too hard.
Bucks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Hey guys, got
Bitch, give me my basket.
Once he came straight on the attack.
That's the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Timeout called. The Bucks couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line. A big factor in the outcome.
Ditto that. When you give up this many points at the line, it makes it a lot easier for the opposition.
And the Bucks making a change here. Makers checked in. Williams gets the bucket.
And Antetokounmpo does it all. The big three. A total team player who has a motor that doesn't quit, and he's very unselfish with the ball.
Right on the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the paint. Here's Williams. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Garbage Man. Lots of room. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one drops. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Now Rose. He has 6. And it's Smith missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now.
I'll get some bad animations on these rebounds.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Brogdon. Inside, Henson. Rebounded by Garbage Man.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's the screen. Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. Great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Garbage Man. Feeds it to Smith. To the middle. Here's Garbage Man. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's on Thon Maker.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And Clark, you've seen so many college and NBA games. What skill and mindset do you see as the best predictor for when a college player is going to be an NBA star?
Well, it's hard to predict stardom, but clearly things that transfer from a skill standpoint from college to the NBA, at least historically, have been the ability to rebound at a high rate. That seems to always make its way from college to the pro game. And then the proficiency of your skill set in terms of ball handling, shooting, and then I would say at the
Job, Derek.
position, the ability to
There's a chance to set up.
usually transfers. When you can get other people's shots and understand flow and time and score and situations, that doesn't lead you from the college to the pro game.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And Antetokounmpo demonstrating his in-between game, that mid-range game. Looks very self-assured when he gets the ball in that area of the court.
And there's the pass to Garbage Man. Pass to Graves. 5 on the clock. And it's Smith penetrating. And Henson sends it back.
Hey, that reach of Henson, remarkably long, unbelievably long. And that allows him to wipe away shots effectively.
Clark, what is amazing about how Giannis plays is how much
foul,
ground
guys.
he can cover. It's like he shrinks the floor with how long and tall he is and his stride when going end to end or just attacking the basket.
Agreed. And how about this? I mean, he's Euro stepping at 7 feet tall. I mean, that's like a dance move, and this guy's doing it with ease. His size and movement and grace. Looks like at times he's on another planet playing against the best players in the world. The Greek Freak has set a standard on what it means to have elite athleticism in the NBA that very few can match.
Here's Snell. He's covered by Rose. Antetokounmpo. An absolute
Wow, jeez. Okay, I'll give you props on that one. That was impressive.
Trying to will his team back in the game.
There's the pick. 1:46 left here in the third quarter.
Man,
From Garbage Man.
can't buy a basket right now.
In terms of the activity level defensively, you gotta protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
The Bucks making a switch here. Monroe's checked in. Jake Crowder's checked in for the Cavaliers. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
It's stolen by Rose.
Nice. I like to think I have something to do with that. I knocked that loose originally. I don't think he ever fully recovered the ball.
When he sees open floor ahead, he's at full strength in the blink of an eye.
Here's on to Kubo. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Garbage Man's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Wells' shot is good.
You know, Wells has the touch from the mid-range now. Superb at squaring himself up from this spot.
43 seconds left in the third. Tips it up.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
A shot by Kubo. Nobody around. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Williams.
And this kid is a remarkable athlete who knows how to put the ball in the basket. His offensive attack is really lethal. He's a special talent. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The kick out to Crowder.
Shot that.
Pass to Garbage Man. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
Should have shot that first one.
They're up by 4.
Man, their backups eating me
And now a
alive.
sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Defensively, keep talking, right? Keep helping each other. We get the rebound. Don't get it early, pick and roll.
And Jason Kidd telling them what it's going to take. All 5 guys communicating on the floor.
And we're struggling against them.
Early pick and rolls, you can get really clean looks that way before that defense is able to kind of lock in.
We've got a great game in our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. It's Giannis running the point with Middleton flanking him. Greg Monroe is out there with Maker, and it's Snell at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop and finished off by LeBron.
Definitely not outrunning LeBron.
Mismatch every time. LeBron just too fast, too powerful, and too big.
And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points now here in the second half. Cavaliers leading. On the pass to Garbage Man. Back to James. Fires the 3. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist by LeBron. 14 points for Shammy Wells.
And Wells really reliable
Struggling
from deep. When he squares his body up towards the hoop, you feel like he's going to make every shot he takes.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was saying.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that. They're going to need to be patient to do so.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we
Got you, Crowder. I got you.
very often, Greg.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
LeBron passes to Wells. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Well, you got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
And here is Thomas. Outside Crowder.
Not bad.
5 on the clock. From past the arc. It's good from long range.
Job, Jay.
And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. That's a thing of beauty there.
Timeout called the Bucks. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team, while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade, replenish your energy for the late game push. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Jabari Parker comes in for Maker, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Tony Snell. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
Thank you, David.
And I like the energy, the effervescence that Parker plays with. Not resting after receiving the pass, just going right up with it.
Here's Garbage Man, covered by Monroe.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. And Middleton now atop the key. A shot by Brogdon, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got assist number 5 here tonight. Cleveland leading by 5. Thomas with the ball. Passes it to Garbage Man. Thomas a screen. James against Antetokounmpo. Over Antetokounmpo. Here's Garbage Man. And that one is hammered home.
Got you, OB.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the...
I didn't realize we had the ball until everybody's already down floor.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, Parker.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Here's Monroe. So gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, at 6'11", Greg Monroe is no easy cover, especially given his soft shooting touch from mid-range.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Wells wide open. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Brogdon pitch to Antetokounmpo. There's a good screen. Dishes it to Parker. Screen by Monroe. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Parker.
Tried.
Boy, Parker is a genius in these pick and roll plays. Just knows when to cut and when to pop out for the easy shot. He rolls or pops effectively.
Here's Thomas. On right side. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Free throw drops for James. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I'm playing for the pass. I don't want to be in that post
monster.
Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Pass to Thomas. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 11 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Screen by Monroe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from James.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Just a touch. I mean, it seems like he's forcing shots a little bit to me, Greg. Not playing his game right now, and with every miss, pressure intensifies.
Thomas against Brogdon. Screen by Parker. Back to Brogdon. Middleton outside. Here's Monroe. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and leaves it in.
Yeah, and the determination by Greg Monroe. I mean, never gives up on the glass, which in turn earns him second chance opportunities near the basket.
LeBron outside. There's the screen. Crowder from outside. It's good from long range. Crowder's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Cavs.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this hand.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
You simply can't
I don't know where I was going.
I mean, when he has the ball in a good spot, he's just too hard, too tough for whatever the defense throws at him. Impossible to guard this guy.
Thomas passes to Garbage Man.
Oh, come on!
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Freaking exhausted is what it boils down to, I guess.
Kevin, but it still hasn't been enough to get them to lead.
LeBron kicks to Wells. There's the triple. Great D that time from Middleton.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hangs in the air. That is good. The Cavaliers really cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
James dishes to Crowder. Here's Garbage Man. Slam goal, but he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
And GA's such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Timeout called the Bucks. Nice game. Great performance by Garbage Man.
He continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Sad thing is my shooting percentage isn't even that good.
Jordan, player of the game.
Performance has been a dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
I need to sit, coach. I only played the entire second half. I'm exhausted.
Middleton with a screen for Brogdon. Screen by Monroe. Here's Antetokounmpo.
What was I doing?
Middleton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside Thomas.
Pass it to his right hand.
LeBron outside. Goes back up, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
That free throw good from Garbage Man. Bucks trail by 13. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Kicks the puck back to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee the rebound. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
You only have so many options when it comes to stopping Monroe, especially when he's on the block. He's a master at earning foul calls. Whenever he's down.
Apparently, I'm just going to play the entire second half.
When he finds his sweet spot, you're at his mercy.
No good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Crowder kicks to Thomas. Wells sets the pick for Thomas. There's a screen. Shot off the pick. Here's Garbage Man. Reverses. A shot by LeBron. No good.
Jeez Louise.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Gotta make them.
Rod in the pass to Middleton. Tries again, and it's laid in by Monroe.
Man, I love how intense Monroe is in the paint. If he has the ball close to the bucket, he's thinking about scoring every time, which is how you should think when you're inside.
Down low, stolen by Monroe. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the fourth. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Now here's Monroe. Tight defense on him. It's deflected.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Cavaliers.
Better shooting from the charity stripe was what made the difference, I think, in this one.
Yeah, the concentration and focus was there, and I think that was what allowed them to win this war.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Garbage Man.
Well, it was nice seeing him do his thing on offense, wasn't it? Turned it up a notch and flat out pulverized the defense.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wells in the corner. They set the pick. The dish to Thomas. 4 on the clock. Ring shot on the way. And that's good for 2. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
And so it's...
Man, we just could not put them away.
In the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile one.
Jeez Louise, that was an hour-plus video.
Kevin, thank you. Another double-double for you this year, points and rebounds. Now, is that something you're looking to do when you go out there?
Well, you know, I try and come out and help the team get a win whenever I can. I know we're at our best when I'm pinning up missed shots and, you know, finishing plays. And it's all about getting wins. And if a double-double is what it takes, then, you know, that's what I'll give to the team.
Well, it's what it took tonight. Congrats on the win, guys.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.